fix my headphones. Keeps only having sound in one side. There we go. I think I got it. Shoot. Give me just like 20 more seconds. Trying to get ready here. And I think my sound just cut in the one side again. Headphone adapter. The audio jack I have right now, it cuts in and out. What should we do? Reaper? Where's Reaper? It might be on the side over here.
It's a good day. You sailed my way.
I don't have any cool ones. I guess I can go with that one. This one or this one look the best. Hey, what's up, Game and B Lounge? How can I play this game? What was that? Yeah, that's how it goes. They don't got no Sea of Thieves mobile. one's pretty cool. Yeah, you had that expensive repair this time.
You sail away into skies of gold.
Oh, come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Should I do the shark or should I do the crab? I just got the crab. But I got that shark last time. Let's go with the crab. Matching. 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 Oh, I forgot to check out the cannons.
Hello, you. The sea is blue.
Hello, you. The sea is blue. Oh. Yeah.
Ring the bell to say farewell.
Now we're talking. Can you see them? They're pretty far away, but they look cool. What do I need to do? I'm kind of just zoning out here. I don't know if I have a vault mission on me. Let me go check. Oh shit, no, pick that shit up. I'm trying to get my headphone to work. It's freaking out. 1 second. How can I? Alright, I think I got it a little bit. It's good enough. Need to go that way. Hey, what's up, Knockout? I don't see you too often. I guess I don't really stream that often either. You doing alright in this crazy world? Hello, hi Nunya in chat. Do you play this game? I need some love. Where am I going? I need to be going west, it looks like. think Knockout hangs out with like Jags. I don't remember exactly. I know he used to. I think he used to watch Max when Max used to stream. Back in the day. Hey Vishal, I found this little island and it had like a red fern on the top of it, and underneath it there was like a cave. There's some sort of secret. I wasn't sure what it was. And then outside of that island, I found another underwater kind of place you could explore. It's probably related. Sunken ship. I'm blind. I swear there's a sunken ship over here. There's birds above it and everything. There it is. Okay. Thought I was going crazy. Problem with my mouse. The left click, if I don't hold it down tight enough, it kind of does like a double click. Ship over there? Or is that a pirate ship? throw cannonballs. What? Well, let's see what kind of cannonballs are downstairs. Maybe this will come in handy downstairs. Or over there. Whoa, there we go. Trophy, super rare fish. Hell yeah. I gotta check those barrels from now on. That's what I'm talking about. Get over the water. To the air. Get to the air. I'm alive. What else we got? Ooh, another one. Shaw, pay attention. That is where we gotta find our rare fish. These little barrels and stuff down here. Come on. Damn, there's another one, dude. And another one. Holy frick. The rest of this food and then go grab, there's like 2 other freaking rare fish down there. There might be even more. somewhere. Damn, there was some more rare fish. Where the hell did the rare fish go? Were they up top? There we go. That's one I didn't see before. Sorry. I'm gonna double check one more time for rare fish. Could have swore there was like a couple more. There it is, I found them. There's that other one. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. I could sell right here. I'm gonna go sell these fish. Go straight east, east, east. upstairs. Too drunk. Oh, I forgot to pick it. Oh well. Do I still have it on me? Rum bottle kill. What's the other one? Charcoal bondy. Shit. There we go. 790. There we go. Where's my ship going? it's burnt. That's what it is. Okay. Thought it was black. Oh no, I already filled it up. Speed ahead. Trophy, sky, battlefield. Damn. What about this trophy, ancient stormfish? Not bad, not bad. What about this burnt rare fish? Almond ancient scale. Not bad for a burnt fish. Oh, it fucking burnt already? No! That thing cooked so fast. I gotta remember that next time. Damn, I got like a little portion of what I would've got. Is that a different one? Nice. Have a better experience of life, like how mine is. Your settings are pretty. Still holding up the frame per second. Yeah, it's doing pretty good, I guess. Gotta get some more rare fish here. Nothing else? Oh, there we go. Can't breathe. Getting 100 frames. I think I do that pretty often though. Maybe it's the monitor, maybe it's something with my PC. You'd have to tell me. That's fine, hey. Well, it's not fine, but I mean, like, it's fine that you're speaking, chilling out in chat. To be or not to be? sell these fish real quick, and then we'll go on with our missions. Hey, Michelle, tomorrow I'm gonna go to a whole new pier. Well, it's not wholly, oh god, I can't even talk. It's not new. I've been there before, but I just never go. I never go there because it's so far away. But I'm gonna go. Hopefully I catch something good. It's crazy deep over there. It's probably like twice as deep, maybe 3 times as deep as the place that I normally fish. Big fish, big fish.
What are you on the hunt for today? Tell me if you see Merrick shark hunting again.
Oh, I can't carry any more worms. That means I gotta fish. I caught some rare fish here last time. Ooh, there we go. See, that's what I was looking for. Looks like some sort of sunfish. Like a perch or something maybe. Oh, it's like a tuna. It kind of looks like a little tuna. Not really, but a little bit. Trophy. Nice. I was like, where'd my boat go? Did they update the game recently? Maybe. Uh-oh. Looks like I got trouble. Of course, right when I'm just trying to chill and fish. You got this guy who's gonna come and try to fuck up my day. Oh, he's over here just doing that thing. But I already took that, so I should just get out of here. I have to sell this fish somewhere else. everywhere for sure. I've never seen that fish before. Check the map. Actually, let's see what this thing says. Alright, so let's go that way, so let's go that way. Maybe it's that fish right there. Oh, have I already been here? Is that one other ship? I think so. Wait, where am I? Let's double check. 'Cause I'm finding a lot of these sunken ships. Oh, I have it. Oh, wait, no, yeah, it was at Golden Sand. Yeah, that's the place I went. I was like, probably went this way. Now I'm going here. So, the only reason I'm over here is How did the game get this better? 1000. I don't know, man. I think it's something with your PC. Or what was with your PC. Because, like, always, I have at least, like, 80 frames per second around that. And you're talking about, like, that being pretty good for you. Something like that. Reduce the OBS desktop audio. Boost your mic. Okay. Is it any better? Is it a little bit better? Hello, hello, hello. Nice, dude. I might be able to figure that out. Which one is this? X marks the spot. First time. No, it's not it. It's gonna have a little cut in it. That little... like the top area, that little divot. No, never mind. It has this little divot right there, but it's different. Oops. Nope. Maybe it was failing slowly. Yeah, possibly. Who knows? You could have maybe had a slightly defective product or something. Or maybe China just wanted to mess with you. They're like, oh, no more Vishal. Take him out. Come on, where is it? No. Maybe. No. Is it Thieves? Nope. Got a lot of green on it. A little bit of desert, a little bit of sand. So it should be one of these ones then. One of the not. What is it? I don't even know what it's called again. Ashen. There we go. Screw it, let's do one more. We'll follow it since I'm having issues figuring it out. That's that same one. We gotta go that way, slowly. Channel lost, came back, and now this. Life sucks. Yep. Life's challenging right now. Lots of problems for everybody. You know what sucks is those videos I was making, like, if you could have, like, edited enough videos, I could have, like, donated or something, you know? Like, we could have came up with some sort of deal. Eventually. Wait. I'm at the end of the map. It's gotta be this place. Life is smart. I don't like how close this is to the ship. We gotta get this out of here. Nothing to see here. Oh shit! Damn it. Aw, pig crate, I gotta feed the pig. If I had a token, I could put it right there. Or if I had a key. Special key. Gotta make sure I don't fall in a hole this time. Jeez. Keep pressing the wrong buttons over here. What's that last one? You ran off, but they usually come back. Yeah. Is that a chest? Oh no. It kind of looks like a ship from far away. Like you're just glancing over real quick. Hey. Right next to the other stuff. Spam F when you are looking in the barrel. Yeah, sometimes I do that and sometimes I click. I don't know. It's kind of weird that I do both. You'd think that you just kind of choose one and do them, or just do that all the time. I might have to go get that Reaper chest, you know? But since I'm way on the end of the map, it could be all the way on the other side of the map. The Reaper chest is right here. It's right there in the middle of the ocean. Gaming, V-Lounge, you need to make some sort of donation thing. Cause SR, I'm sure SR might give you a couple dollars, and then maybe Makesh might donate, and then maybe I'll donate, and then maybe, I don't know, we'll see, you know. See who has a little extra money at the time that can maybe throw you like $5. Like imagine, you got 4,000 subscribers, imagine if all of them gave you 50 cents. There you go, you got fucking, what was that, $2,000? And they're not all gonna donate, but... You're only asking for 300, and you did how many hours of streaming? I'm just trying to get back into your stream game. There's no reason not to do it. You got nothing to lose. You can only get money out of it. Imagination is just an assumption. What do you mean? It's just an assumption? That can be just opinion, though. Are you serious? Look at the second piece it gave me. I got so lucky getting the X on the first time, and then the second piece is like nothing. I'm gonna try finding it again. Do you know what map this is, Vishal? GVO? Not this one. Let's start at the top. Alright, right here. It's not that. It's not that. Maybe it's a little small one. Oh. You know, I don't even know if I've been here. Picaroon Palms, huh? Not that. It's gotta have a lot of green with some sand. And it's gotta have a little pivot thing with some water pivoting in. Sea dogs. No. Hey. I already thought it was this one, huh? Okay. It's not that one. Oh shit, maybe it is. I think it is, and I'm just looking at it funky. It just looks a little different. Let's go to Wanderer's Refuge. It's not that far either. Southeast. The heck is that? That's pretty useless. Damn. Watch it be on this island. Crescent Island. Nope, Cannon Cove, okay. Red Skull. It shows on a map. Oh, it shows on the map? What? I saw that X marks the spot, but what are you talking about? Red Skull? Oh, is that it? Oh, Reaper? You're talking about the Reaper? Okay. Shit, I'm definitely not going for it right now then. Let's go southeast. Well, they still have to be active or else they would have been taken away. Just, they must be douchebags now. And they don't want to come hang out. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Those Yes, how life sucks. Yes, life's not bad after all. It'll get better. What the hell is that? What's up with the red freaking thing? Gotta go more east. I went squidding last night. It was, it took a while for the squid to show up. Usually they show up, well lately, they've been showing up extra early. Like even around, if lucky around 7:30 p.m. But they didn't really show up. A couple, like people got lucky here and there, maybe got like one squid. But that wasn't even until maybe around 8:39. And then they kind of started showing up around maybe definitely 9:15. But it was still slow compared to normal. The wind was crazy. The wind was blowing like crazy. There's this one. There was like no room. Everybody's freaking squished together almost. There's this one little corner that wasn't, but because the wind was blowing so hard, that freaking you only could cast in a certain area, so you shouldn't be in the spot that was still kind of open. And this old ass freaking dude, just like, I don't know what he was, but barely spoke English. He's like, oh, can I get the spot? And I'm like, I guess. Like, literally, I was just like, I guess. Like, I didn't want him there at all, because it was just going to get right in my way. His stuff was just going to come right back and get in my way. So he was there for maybe 10, 15 minutes. He lost his double jig because he freaking was doing shit wrong. And he lost it, and then he tangled his second one, and he eventually left. He got no squid either. I was kind of laughing. I didn't laugh until he left though. I was trying to be nice. He was like super old. Oh, we're here. No, I gotta take that hard right. We gotta be over here. this is that little pivot I saw. So we gotta keep going past the pivot. Here's where it goes in. There's that. Did you not kill me? Oh, shit. A farm for squid? I wouldn't want to farm squid. I can get them from the ocean most of the year. But hey, maybe I could, that could be something I can do maybe in the future. Like, maybe I could start a business. It could be like it could be some sort of company that, what is it called? The fish, you know how the places make fish, or they raise fish and then they release them into the wild. Hatcheries. Oh, I could work on a squid hatchery. I'd probably want to work on a different hatchery though. I'll let somebody else work on the squids. I'd work on some sort of salmon hatchery maybe. Damn, I'm getting hella distracted. Oh, or I just do a rockfish. Ah, no, see, if I raised rockfish, I would do it all by myself, and I wouldn't try to get any maybe government assistance. I wouldn't really want government assistance, but I would want to, like, if you're raising a bunch of salmon and you have a big building and you're raising them, you'd probably want to involve the government in it a little bit more. To try to get a help and make sure you're doing everything right, but you also would want to make it completely your own business still, if that makes any sense. Man, I'm freaking zoning out over here. Frick. Okay, so it comes back around. Here we go. It's like right where these chickens are. Hey, chicken, watch out. It's right here, chicken. Move. Get out of here, chicken. Get over here. Yeah, the chicken showed me where it was. Okay, which one do we get? Oh, Crescent Isle every time. I get Crescent Isle most of the time. I get Devil's Ridge sometimes, or Mermaid Hideaway. Hopefully I can get all the tokens. I think there's like 4 tokens. And then there's these things you gotta turn. I don't even know. There's no way I'm gonna freaking do it. I wish I had a crew for it, but... Wait a second. Weren't we just on Crescent Isle? And I was pointing out the spot. And I was like, if I had a key. Oh my god, dude. Are you freaking kidding me? Let's go back. Hello, friends. Hello. Small fish training center. Yeah, small hatchery. But I would raise, possibly, if I did it all independent and I was just like making my own business, I would raise rockfish. Because rockfish, they're worth a lot over here. But they take really long to grow. So, but since they're illegal over here, like to keep, I could kind of name the price in a certain ballpark, kind of. Like a certain general range. Be right back, gotta let my dog out. Again? Hi. How's it going? Wait, no, let's do this. Make friends. Wanna be friends, bro? Come on, bro. Just be my friend, man. Oh, oh, so close, so close. Are there any fish to sell? Oh yeah, I got that one fish from earlier. Hell yeah, dude. Let's see how much this fish is worth. It looks like a giant bluegill. Like I would catch these in freshwater, in like lakes. Trophy. Not bad. Not bad at all. Damn, I got so many worms.
Suds needs to keep watch on his friends.
Ruffian, sea dog, spyglass. That's what I need right there, is that belt.
Where was I?
Stop harassing me! Oh! Can't stand on that. Maybe I just went too far. I want that little fish. Get out of here, little fish. Hey, is that one of those fish? I think it's a small one. Nice. They were worth 850 when they're big. It's probably worth like 350 right now. I'm gonna catch like 5 fish and then I'll leave. Where's the big ones? Where's the trophy fish? Oh! 850 coming my way. Right there. One click. One little click. Oh. Let's try the purple. Nobody's coming, right? that? Oh, is that the little spiky guy? Oh no, it's a redfish. Never mind. Alright, we'll catch one more fish. I'll cook them. We'll sell them. And we'll go from there. We'll leave. It's gotta be a rare fish though. Maybe I'm not getting the good fish because I got the wrong bait on. I don't want this little guy. I gotta use these ones, the earthworms. The earthworms get the good trophy fish. At least here. Trophy, no, it's a little guy. Maybe I should go back to the other spot. One more good one. One more uncommon fish. Last cast. If it's not a good fish, I'll just cook the two that we got. Oh, is that a little tiny fish? Oh no, it's a purple. It's a little purple. Screw it, I don't want it. Let's cook those two fish we got. guy really likes cooking.
Yeah! Yeah! Cook, yeah!
Damn, look how small that one is compared to this one. Alright, let's see how much I get for this. Little tiny one. Hey, I said 350 and I got 340. Nice. That was pretty close. Trophy olive. Last time it was around 850. 850. Alright. Now, back to business. Gotta go west mostly. Wait, should I go sell my shit real quick? I think I should before I lose everything. We'll stop off at Gold Sands. Oh no, I gotta go to Reapers. Fuck it, let's go to Reapers. I don't want to lose all my shit. Southeast. I don't have that much, but I have enough to piss me off if I lose it. bet I can't do the thing back to the ship. Are we about to hit some shit? I could have swore I just saw some barrels. Tripping balls over here. It's getting kind of choppy. I know it gets shallow over here. Hopefully I don't screw up my ship. Oh! bring the empty chest back. They should add like a wagon or something, some sort of cart that you can set up once you get to the islands, and you can put a bunch of treasure on the cart and then push the cart to where you need to go.
Rejoice, for there is no greater glory than a pirate's life. Answer our call.
Almost done. 2, maybe 3 more trips.
Eternity is the door we walk through.
I'll be right back. I gotta let the dogs in. Ah, man. Uh-oh, here comes something. I guess I could do both at the same time. Get over here, little fish. see it. Nice. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Get out of here. This is some good snake. Nom 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 nom. There we go. Big boy. Better than nothing. What's 0? I'm surprised I haven't ran into anybody all game. And I'll probably just jinx myself, but... Where's that shit? Oh, it's up here. Damn, I got so much wood. Come on. Hopefully I find a wood crate somewhere. Ooh, there we go. Where do I go? West? Northwest? West. There's a real player over there. Shut up! Spencer! No! Wait till they come in. find the tokens real quick, but their tokens are like nowhere. They're supposed to shine brighter than everything else, but I'm not seeing anything shine bright. Drop the fucking token. Screw it. Screw the tokens. I doing?
If you shop on Amazon, you should use Wikibuy. It's a browser. Browser extension.
China has undermined U.S. Global presence this time peacefully, with not many of us noticing, is that it has established its independent Baidu navigation system. So if you look at the rationale for Baidu, it's basically offered as an alternative to the United States Space Force maintained global positioning system. And it's so interesting because now what they are doing is that they have offered that particular independent navigation system to the members of the Belt and Road Initiative. Now, why do I say that this is peaceful competition? It's peaceful competition because it might not lead to what Peter said, that it will inspire humanity and all of us will innovate. But what it does is that it undermines U.S. power projection capability peacefully. So because we know today from COVID-19 that we are dependent on space-based assets, GPS is very important for us for navigation purposes, for almost everything that we do virtually. China is the leader of undersea cables today. It's become the leader of ground solar. It's become the lead actor in investing in far exponential technologies like artificial intelligence. China is the lead actor in quantum. They are the first country to test a satellite that is a quantum satellite, which is unhackable, the Prometheus, which is named after a wise Chinese mathematician, an ancient actor. So you can see that how you can compete peacefully, and what is so interesting in peaceful competition is that it's sometimes not really realized by the society that it's targeted at. So you don't
until it's too late.
Yeah.
See, they're peaceful now.
Yeah.
So, but that all I can see is them prepping to not be peaceful anymore.
Well,
So Adam, on that note, right? So the fundamental way is, you've got to stand up to bullies,
Agreed.
right? So who do bullies pick on, right? They pick on the weak, right? There's violence between bullies and the weak. But the folks that stand up early, right, at the earliest teachable moment and say, that's not going to fly here, right? These are the rules. You treat me with respect, or there's going to be a problem, right? That tends not to escalate. Bullies tend to behave when they're in a community of folks that stand up to them.
Until until a bully learns how to manipulate and bully their way in a new fashion. That's what I see China's doing right now. They're essentially a bully that's learned how to have this mask of, I'm no longer a bully. I'm helping. I'm trying to help everyone now. I'm trying to, while in the backgrounds they're at the top of the undersea cables and the ground solar systems. They've been building up their own power while showing everyone else.
Right.
Look at what they're doing. They took Tibet. They took Hong Kong. They took the East. I forget the name of the country, but the whole Uyghur population that's happening in China right now. It's like, they're bullying. They even tried to take a town in Russia. And I don't really know what's going on with the Russia and China alliance that I actually I didn't know about until just now. But we see them kind of, and you even mentioned yesterday that they arrested that the
The Hong
leader
Kong
of
protesters. Yeah, they
right
democratic protesters.
right exactly. So it feels like they're upping their bullying a little bit, just
Yeah.
a
Well, you're
little
right,
bit.
Adam. Right, and this is the problem, for America, right? You know, we know how we are, and we tend to project, our own standards onto others, and we want to believe the best about others, and we're very slow, to figure this out. But at some point in time, and you've really seen a huge change in the last year, and in the last year, you've seen a lot of the elite on both sides of the aisle in D.C. wake up to the fact that China is a cheater, and they're
Yep.
not changing. At least they're not changing under the current policy, and that we have to look for this, as you say, in different ways of manipulation and try to counter it. And, when I was significantly younger, I had a martial arts teacher that sort of explained that there were three types of people.
Okay.
He said, you've got sheep, you've got wolves, and of course you can have wolves that pretend they're sheep, right? And then you've got sheepdogs. And for whatever crazy reason, sheepdogs like sheep. They could eat them, they don't. And they protect it, right? And so, the United States is called to play a role of sheepdog, and so is the Space Force. And to the extent that there is somebody who will meet a bully, who will meet a predator or an attempted predation, and show its fangs and say, I'm here, everything's gonna be fine. But if we relax and we want to leave the sheep to themselves, whether that's our commercial industry or that's our allies, right? Bullies and sheep, wolves and sheep, or bullies and the weak, we know how that's going to play out.
Yep.
Yeah, if I could put in too, I want to make sure that it's clear. We were talking about kind of what the U.S. goal was. We hit on the China goal, but not distinctly. And I mean, just to be really clear, we're not talking Red Dawn here. I mean, China. By the way, actually, the remake, interestingly enough, it was North Korea in the remake. It was originally going to be China, and China, if I recall correctly, threatened to boycott the movie. And
Hollywood,
so,
huh? Hollywood, right?
So it was North Korea, which makes very, very little sense. There's no way. North Korea is not projecting force to the mainland of the United States. That's a whole different matter. But China is not looking to start a war to take over the United States by force. That is almost certainly not their objective. Their objective is to establish...
Because they know it's not possible.
Even if it was, let's just say that it was, somehow they take over all of space, and they have the resources of the Imperial Empire, right? Or the Empire from Star Wars.
And they don't need to.
They still wouldn't, I don't think, because we still have we might not be able to stop them, but we certainly have sufficient capability to do incredible amounts of damage. They don't have to. The job is not, they're not trying to kill us in a national sense. They're trying to lock us in a cage.
Yeah, they're trying to take us over from the inside. That's why a lot of people are talking about how we just broke out Hollywood, for example, like the actors that are paid millions of dollars and the politicians that may or may not have China in their pocket or be in China's pocket. It's like a lot of people believe that that's the case. A lot of different politicians out there. Now, I don't want to get political, but it is fairly political space. It is the future.
Adam,
it is, and
wait, Peter, just pause for a second. I really want, Adam, a moment ago you just asked, basically you said, well, they couldn't beat us, and all the pros on your panel just paused for a second.
Militarily,
no, right. That's what I want to answer, because I think something just gonna slid right past here for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to talk about how fragile the system is, right? It's layers on layers and layers and layers and layers of systems. And when you have that level of complexity, if something breaks down here, it has all these cascading effects up above. So do you like that Amazon can deliver a package in 24 hours? Do you like that that Uber can find where you are and get you where you want to go? Do you like that kind of that kind of service depends on just less than 36 satellites that float over the sky? Your phone can see 6 of them at any one moment, and they're very easy to knock out. They're
Right.
very fragile.
So do I like it? Do I like that? Actually, no, I don't, because we talked about this earlier about how Americans get comfortable, they get complacent, they get lazy. So we're not looking to seek to go to the stars anymore, because we can pick up a phone and get Amazon over here in 24 hours, anything we want. We can order anything on the internet. So there is a problem with actually having that much access.
Do you like having your ATM card work? Because ATMs are based off of satellite comms and timing. Okay.
Well, do I like the way society is? Absolutely.
Right. All right.
Of course.
So what I'm trying to say is that society that we live in is very, very dependent on this very fragile system of satellites. Right. There's roughly 3,600 satellites in the sky. We own and control the vast majority of them, and because they're very fragile, they're physically very, very fragile. Just a little bit of sand can destroy a satellite very easily, and there's lots of grains of sand up there. And so here we have this situation where, as the satellite is moving around the world, and China has already proven that they can knock a satellite out of the sky, as it's coming around the world, it's very predictable where it's going to be, when it's going to be there. And you can knock it out of the sky. And the next one comes around, you knock it out of the sky. The next one comes around and you knock it out of the sky. You can end the global satellite network in about 90, maybe 110 minutes.
Okay, so you're saying that we're
110 minutes.
We're significantly more susceptible than
exactly. And when that happens, if that were to happen, the Western civilization that we basically take for granted comes to a screeching halt, right? Okay. So I don't want you to think it's that they can't harm us. They very much can harm us. Will they win? No, probably not. But they can harm our national economy in 90 minutes. And that's kind of what the meeting was about early this morning, that blue versus brown mentality. All of us in the call are like looking into the future, but there's a real problem that's facing us right now. So don't.
That's why you yourself said you were very blue.
Yeah.
And over the past few years, you really shifted to, I think you said like 85% blue or brown water now, because you
I'm actually
really are registering. You're seeing how much of an importance it is having control over those kind of situations, and I 100% agree with you.
Yeah, so I don't want you to misread the situation, right? We're all pros in this conversation, and we're aware of the fragility of the system. It's working now, but it doesn't take much to sabotage it.
Yeah, if I may add to that, so China woke up to U.S. space capacity during the 1991 Gulf War. So they saw that the Gulf War was the first space-based supported war, command and control, precision navigation, enable missile. And so what the Chinese PLA then ran this whole series of conversations in their Academy of Military Sciences. And then the biggest lesson they came out with is that when it comes to conventional parity, China does not stand a chance with the US. Of course, as Josh mentioned, you have nuclear weapons. Both countries are nuclear weapon states, so there is a systemic stability at the level of the system. But then one of the Chinese thinkers said that the biggest vulnerability of the US military is it's dependent on its satellite support systems. And so if we can demonstrate that we can target that by, say, their anti-satellite weapon that they demonstrated in 2007, by jamming, by laser beaming, that makes the US military nervous, and it has. And so I think that's an important insight that comes out from their own conversations. Now, what is interesting is that Peter talked about the concept of the bully. You were talking about whether the US is able to maneuver into space. I would say that the different world that the United States and China exist today is that we have a very attentive international audience that's watching, both China and the US. Now, what China has done very effectively, which I spoke in your previous program, was that it has been able to establish alliances on its own. We say that it's only allied with North Korea, Laos, but actually it has developed membership based on economic incentives through Belt and Road. It is very active in the United Nations General Assembly. It's a permanent member of the UN Security Council, which it joined in 1972, which gives it veto power over any actions against it or its allies like Burma, which it has constantly done, or North Korea. And so what China has done is that it has actually limited US diplomatic military capability to actually maneuver in the system that Michael was talking about. So in the system, China has actually limited US capability for punishment. So when does a country behave in a manner that appears like a bully or illegally? China uses lawfare a lot, the use of legal mechanisms to make its point of view, including the South China Sea. So the country would do that by deliberately engaging in actions, for instance, hardening of islands in the South China Sea to demonstrate to, say, a country like Philippines, which is a US ally, Japan, which is a US ally, Vietnam, which is a US strategic partner, that look, I can go ahead and harden the islands in the South China Sea, which you also claim, and guess what? I face no consequences. So the US, despite having such a strong military and actually patrolling the Pacific, very close to the South China Sea, is unable to respond since 2013. And guess what that does? That undermines credibility as well. And so you see they're playing the game without war, as Josh has been mentioning many times, but with the use of activities that actually bring down US credibility in terms of its own alliances. And so that's a very long game, and it's willing to play that game.
Yeah, putting it in the bully combination or the bully imagery. You have the new bully, and you have the old strong guy in the United States, and the new bully's going up, and he's coming up to someone else that this other guy's friends with. He's beating up that guy. He's not going to beat up the big guy because he knows darn well what's going to happen. He does that, but he's beating up the other guy. He's willing to do that. But talking about generating a war or even God forbid, a nuclear exchange, that would be the equivalent to trying to become the new bully, but burning the house down in the process. At the end of the day, that China doesn't want that, and the United States doesn't want that. And so, basically back to your original question, can there be peaceful competition? I think both sides ultimately want peaceful competition. Neither side is looking for a shooting war in this idea of like a World War III. I think China is willing to engage in fourth generation limited violence for the application of terrorism, essentially, or manipulation, coercion, but they're not looking for a shooting war, and the United States definitely doesn't looking for one.
But China has admitted
play fair, and China just refuses to.
Yeah, but haven't they admitted that they want to control everything, though?
Wanting to control something and going to war to achieve it are two different things.
But war is in the traditional sense is different, though. They wouldn't do that in the traditional sense. It's going to be different. They're gonna pay off politicians. They're gonna, take over small countries here and there around the globe slowly and surely, and then eventually take over.
Well, and even a big country. So, for instance, they
a big country.
Yeah, well, looking at the United States, for instance. So
Exactly.
They went into Africa a few years ago and basically bought up almost all of the natural resources. They were just buying stuff left and right. A lot of this is rare earth metals. These are very critical for instance, computer parts.
Yep.
And so once they secured all of those, well, guess what? Now, if you are a developed nation and you perhaps are standing against them, you know what? Maybe we don't need to be exporting that critical piece of infrastructure to your country. The United States plays this too. We, for instance, banned the import, selling to them of some part or raw material that basically ground one of their largest phone producers to a halt because of the COVID and all the other things going on. It is possible for both of us at this point to exchange peaceful economic force, for lack of a better word, to try to influence the other one, to coerce them into behaving better.
Yep.
But China is more than willing to do this with other nations around them in Asia, Africa, Europe, etc. Russia, we haven't talked about Russia much, but they've threatened to do similar things because all of the natural gas that keeps Europe warm in the winter comes basically through Ukraine from Russia. Russia could theoretically threaten to cut that off if there's really a significant political issue there.
Yeah, I think what China has done very successfully, I think to answer your question, have they stated that they want to control everything? They don't use the word control. They use the word more attractive, ideology, attractive alignment. And so this became very obvious with, as I mentioned, with President Xi Jinping's speech, the China Dream in 2013.
This is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, and so when I was in India at that time, my Chinese scholar colleague came and said, I want to give a speech to my Indian audience about China's China Dream, which is the more attractive dream for a country, especially developing countries, if they want to develop themselves. China is willing to invest in their infrastructure. You are low in your infrastructure. And so it's very interesting. It's a very clever, strategic way of offering a China-led world order where everybody benefits, right? And the interesting thing is that at that time,
thank you, Josh.
Everybody benefits.
Yeah, and so sometimes the U.S. has actually helped that particular narrative, and I have to say that because when in 2017 President Trump started his first term, he was very insistent on the America First policy, and for many known reasons, for his own voter base, for his own conceptualization of American foreign policy. But what it did is that what was interesting was that at that exact time, the Chinese President Xi went to the World Economic Forum and gave a speech that America wants to be America first, but China is the country that will maintain the international system and keep it peaceful. And it'll never be China first. It'll be China with others.
Yeah, that's because Trump wasn't supposed to win. Anyway, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Yes, but my point is that it's very strategic of them to pick up on a particular conversation happening within the U.S. and then project it to the world to their advantage. So
they had to.
They had to, but not just they had to. Many countries bought it. So if you look at the General Assembly, the African Union countries, the Asian countries actually listened to that speech and thought that maybe there is a point there. And so it's a very, as Michael was mentioning, it's a very complicated strategic world that we are in today. And so signaling, communication of intent, and so the corrections that NASA has, for instance, the Artemis Accord does, that it wants to establish cooperative relationship vis-a-vis the moon. We're not doing it alone. We're actually doing it in partnership with others. Those are fantastic statements that build that particular alignment structure.
Our statements to the world as invitations to please join us on this grand adventure, right? That's what we were signaling with these documents. It really was an international invitation. It says we're going to the moon. We have nearly 40 missions planned over the next 10 years. We went from zero. We haven't been back to the moon in literally decades. We didn't do anything, and then all of a sudden there's this new decision that says we're going back to the moon. We're going to send a woman to the moon because that first matters. And we're going to go back, not just flags and footprints anymore, but we're going to go back with academia, with civil, whole of government approach with not just NASA, but NASA, NOAA, DOE, Department of Energy. We're gonna partner with Space Force. We're going to go out there commercially. I mean, I did a word cloud of the New Era document that I referenced a little while ago, and it has hundreds of different flavors of commercial or commercially led or investor or partner, or it has that language just absolutely on every single page over and over and over again. And when we announced the Artemis Accords, there was a pretty strong interest because what we said was We're going to the moon. We're going to develop it. We're going to do it commercially, and we really like our long-term allies to come along on this ride with us, because everybody's going to win. They're going to win economically. They're going to win academically. We're going to learn things along the way, and as we learn those things, we're going to use that knowledge to make living on Earth a better place. So
and that's the new war right there. Is China taking the Artemis Accords, taking President Trump's America First policies, which was about. I mean, we don't have manufacturing here anymore. It was about giving jobs to the American people, or rather just giving purpose to the American people, which the Artemis Accords then is of course getting that, because if we do go to the moon, if we do create this entire new,
we call it the cislunar econosphere. Like
Okay.
Unpack that for a second. The cislunar econosphere. Here's the moon. Here's the Earth.
Yeah.
It's
Well, hold on. I want to get my point across. What I was about to say.
Yeah.
All right. So then China goes around talking about, look at how selfish they are. It's all just America now. Listen to me. We're the good country that will expand with everyone. But then you really look at it. It honestly just reminds me of fake news, where they're clipping out of context, giving you a little clip of it and going, "This is bad." Instead of going, oh, they're actually going to commercialize everything and bring all their partners along and want to actually communicate with everybody and bring everyone along. Go ahead, Josh. What are you,
Yeah, 2 seconds, and I'm sorry, Mike, but I just
Yeah.
wrap up the China reacting to Artemis. So, my own personal opinion, China is terrified of the Artemis Accords.
They should be.
Not surprising.
Yeah, the head of the CNSA, the Chinese National Space Law Center, penned an article, I believe within the last 2 months, basically coming out and going down the line and basically trying to tear at the Artemis Accords. What's really interesting, and using very strident language, like, this is just the United States trying to take over and all of this sort of stuff. The United States is a bad actor, etc. What's really interesting, though, you get to the very end of the article, he says, this is a way that they can use to exclude China. And that is ultimately...
you could skip the whole paper. Just read that line.
Yeah, just that one line. That's really what he's saying. So that the whole article is just... It's much less obvious the whole rest of the time. But what this is a war between competing ideologies, competing world orders, for alliance and for economic benefit. And that is the race to the moon, and that is what Mike is talking about with the cislunar econosphere. Take it away.
Right. So it's the idea that currently, and we were reminded earlier today, that the economy of space right now is exclusively in the realm of ones and zeros. It's just data moving from where it is to where it needs to be. It's taking pictures. It's moving, the sound of our voice. It's data. It's ones and zeros. That's where we are today, and we're going to be that way for a little while longer, right? They are developing manufacturing in space. There are programs and companies made in space that are creating products that will be developed there and shipped down to Earth. But that's a super, super small number right now. What's important is that it's exponential. So it starts out low, and you can barely see it for a little while, and then it goes like that, right?
Yep.
And so where we are is by planting these 3,600 seeds of commercial development, that is the beginning of us making our first steps, right? And as that exponential curve climbs faster and faster, we will then, instead of the cislunar econosphere being dependent on data and ones and zeros, we will eventually have our own construction sites. We're going to build the stuff that Peter was talking about last week with space-based solar power. We're going to build, our lunar elevator. Sean has a whole bunch of stuff that they're going to build, in his paper. That stuff is happening, and the thing is that you can't put that genie back in the bottle. It doesn't matter how much China doesn't like this plan. It's too damn bad, and it's too damn late.
Right on.
So, what was one of the things that came up in the conversation today, this morning, was that the war for space, and I'm going to use that word on purpose. The war for space is really a conflict of economic ideologies. It's a way of acting, and it is a way of developing that a confined single-party state system simply doesn't have, I'm going to call it the imagination, to react to all the different things that we're going to do. We're just throwing spaghetti, right? Something on the wall is going to stick.
Yep.
Not all of it is, but something is. And then once it's on the wall, then we're going to do other new things with it. That becomes infrastructure assets that we just, again, layer, and they don't necessarily exhibit that kind of creative resiliency against a system like ours. So I don't want to sit here.
Michael,
Yeah.
that is only true
Okay.
if you've got adequate policy focus. Yes,
Correct.
we've got a tremendous engine for innovation and parallel development and rapid production and efficient use. But I mean, let's take a look. I mean, China, they won the 5G battle, right? They won it outright, right?
Yep.
We could have done something.
Yep.
We didn't have a policy. We weren't even looking. It snuck up behind us. They're doing great on AI. They're doing great on big data. They're doing great on quantum. China is not some second rate, right?
No.
They are a true peer. And if we are not, keeping our eye on the ball, and it isn't just industry by itself, right? Because if they're going to use mercantilist predatory practices, and they're going to strong arm, all of our partners to say, either with debt diplomacy or, with, sweet deals or corrupting officials, right? There are so many ways that, it is not a pure market. And, we are postured to win in a fair trade pure market.
Yeah.
But if we don't have the government policy backing it up, making sure we're pointing industry to what is strategic, right? I don't expect industry to know, what United States equities are. Somebody has to be looking out for national security and communicating that as a matter of policy to industry. Laissez-faire won't work if you've got a predator in the room.
Well,
So, we cannot, yes, America has everything it needs to compete, but we, the American people, have to be absolutely clear about where we want to compete, and we have to get our head in the game.
Yeah, I agree. So we don't have. Hold on. Unfortunately, we are out of time. So I know that we could keep going. And Michael, I know you've got a lot to say, but unfortunately, we are running out.
What am I looking for?
I guess I'm looking for someone who's always there for me.
I want someone who knows I'm a hardcore hockey fan.
I'm ready for someone who is passionate.
A major river in northeastern China has been struck by even more flooding. Heavy rains upstream have caused a dam to collapse, and the overflow has soaked.
China's space dream is in trouble, and a Quad alliance in space can end it for good. The Chinese have to be booted out of space if the solar system is to be saved from the Middle Kingdom's unending expansionist appetite. While China's plans of territorial colonization across Asia are being foiled by one country after the other, the free and democratic world must now focus on preventing a Chinese sophisticated space exploration and navigation program, while also working to dismantle China's plans to have its own space station by 2022. While the United States has already started to work in this direction, the free world must follow its lead as well if the growing universal threat of China is to be contained. China is in the process of getting itself the Chinese International Space Station by 2022 in collaboration with countries like Kenya, France, Germany, Peru, among others. Meanwhile, the US developed International Space Station, which has been in orbit since 2000, is set to be decommissioned by 2030, which essentially means that the United States is on the lookout for the development of another space station. NASA chief Jim Bridenstine is said to have conveyed to US lawmakers on Wednesday that it was crucial for the US to maintain a presence in Earth's orbit after the International Space Station is decommissioned, so that China does not gain a strategic advantage in the sphere due to a vacuum left behind, albeit temporarily, by the United States. Bridenstine said, China is rapidly building what they call the Chinese International Space Station, and they're rapidly marketing that space station to all of our international partners. He added, it would be a tragedy if after all of this time and all of this effort, we were to abandon low Earth orbit and cede that territory. The warning for the US coming from the NASA chief himself is expected to bear fruits, as the Trump administration is, in any case, looking to take on China on all fronts possible. The NASA chief, meanwhile, has also proposed that the US need not make a new space station all by itself. Rather, he was suggestive of a public-private partnership where NASA can deal with commercial space station providers. He said, I don't think it's in the interest of the nation to build another international space station. I do think it's in the interest of the nation to support commercial industry where NASA is a customer. What would be ideal, however, for the United States and the democratic world to keep China's space ambitions at bay is a space alliance between members of the Quad, comprising of the US, India, Japan, and Australia. Already, a military and a geostrategic alliance seems to be getting worked out between the four allies, and the expansion of the same to the space in order to curb the Chinese threat would work wonders. The said arrangement between members of the Quad could prove to be a bonanza, as each country would have something special and unique to offer for the space alliance. While the US has the advanced technological base required for the high-tech and next-gen avionics, forming the backbone of the construction for space docks. Not to mention the development of interplanetary vehicles, that is ITVs, that would be necessary for the transport of human passengers, crew, and machinery. Australia's natural resources will come in handy for the manufacture of steel, a material required in large quantities for the construction of a space dock. India, with its highly educated and experienced space workforce, has a unique expertise that no other Quad member possesses. India makes space exploration super cheap. The Mars Orbiter mission, also called Mangalyaan, is India's space probe orbiting Mars since 24 September 2014. It was launched by the Indian Space Research Organization. The total cost of the mission was a meager $73 million, making it the least expensive Mars mission to date. Japan could pitch in with its advanced robotics and automated machinery in the four-nation space endeavor. The biggest plus point of the arrangement relating to space between the Quad members, however, would be their collective desire to see China's attempt at achieving space hegemony fail. India, Australia, Japan, and the US would be working as a formidable front to ensure that China is tamed not just on the planet, but also in the space surrounding it. Already the China-Kenya partnership for the Chinese space station, which also comprises of other countries close to the US, has irked the Trump administration, which has over the years cautioned Nairobi against falling for for the humongous debt trap being led out for it by Beijing. China was recently also kicked out by Swedish state-owned company, the Swedish Space Corporation, which announced that it would not enter into any new contracts with Chinese customers for the use of a strategic space tracking station in Western Australia. China is thus going to lose access to the strategically crucial space tracking station in Australia, a move that militates against the communist nation's navigational and space exploration ambitions. Not to mention its desperate aims at establishing an independent global